All right, welcome everybody. We have quite a day on the agenda today. Welcome to everybody joining me. We are starting even earlier than I planned because things are already getting a little wacky at the Capitol. So I'm going to set the stage for everybody momentarily. But there have already been a couple of altercations. We're going to see if we can go back in this stream and show them to you. But a lot of really crazy things happening and upcoming. So let me see if I can sort of set the stage for people. Today is the day of what is being called the Justice for J6 rally in Washington, D.C. Now, we hope that there will be no riot, of course. And because of that, we even have a code, please no riot. That's the code today on my website. Please no riot, just like that. And you have to say it like that when you type it in. Please no riot, guys. It's like, please clap, sir. This rally is in support of the rioters from January 6th. So there's a contingent of Trumpians who think that we need to be defending the January 6th rioters. They're being treated too harshly by the justice system, they feel. So they have come out today in support of the rioters. Now, hopefully they won't riot, and DC is very well protected, as you're going to see. So far, this is the only stream I've found. This is a channel called News to Share, and I think it's just this guy streaming. This is the only thing I've found so far. Let's take a brief listen.
As far as actual attendees, it's so far pretty relatively small. I mean, it's hard to estimate because they're spread around the crowd, but like this will sound like I'm exaggerating because of how big the crowd of like journalists is, but like I think it's only like roughly 30 or so of the actual.
Oh my God, it's mostly journalists. Anyway, so we're watching this, and the DC is very well prepared. They've bolstered security. They've done a lot of different things, and it seems very unlikely that things are going to get too out of control today. Okay, so that's what we're standing by and watching here. Now, I will, of course, take super chats. I see Michael Grilly says, thanks for streaming this, hashtag please no riot. I appreciate that. Yes, we're going to be watching all of these things very, very closely. And I'm so glad that people are here and that people are joining me. But we hope that there will be no riot. There were these two guys who, I don't know if these guys are supposed to be security or what they are. They just showed up and they're looking very, very strong, as you can tell. But I want to go back to show you guys. There was a moment where there was a pretty unhinged woman who made a declaration. Here it is. And at one point, some kind of authorities even showed up. Let's see if we can listen to it. I know the volume's low. I'm going to try to boost it, okay? Stand by. Let's see if I can do that.
Dos, tres, cuatro, uno.
You can really not even hear the altercation. Yeah, this same woman was ranting before. Here we go. So it seemed Capitol Police was particularly suspicious of this woman.
What are you out here for today?
I'm out here for I don't know what to do in life anymore. I don't know what to do. What are we to do? Huh? Shameful. Fucking rich people are sitting up there. Shameful. They gotta take my house because I can't pay property tax. This U.S. citizen, they want to take her house. What are they gonna give it to her?
All right, I'm gonna get away from it. I don't know. I see the comments. She may have cerebral palsy. I'm not sure, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. It's a mental health issue, or it could be neurological. I don't know. All right, let's get back to what's going on. As you can see, the crowd is starting to build a little bit here. Okay, so anyway, we're monitoring this, and the formal event is meant to start at the top of the hour, and we're going to be continuing to watch that, of course, really, really closely. 56 Landon says via super chat, "What about state capitals in red and purple states?" I'm not aware of any events at state capitals. If you guys are, you can let me know, and we can look at that. But I'm not aware of anything like that going on today. Also, if people are aware of other streams, this is a pretty good stream. It's long, it's wide, it's really all the things that we would want. I'm keeping an eye on other possible streams. Here's one that is one of these like 9 boxes, and some of these elements don't seem at all relevant to us. Like, for example, the lower right seems to be an extremely zoomed out just map of the area. I don't know what that tells us, for example, down here, but Newsmax, not surprisingly, is not covering this, but we will monitor the Newsmax feed. And then News 4 was supposedly covering the J6 rally. See, it says here, but they scheduled it for last night. It's all very strange. Zach Patrizzo is on the ground, so we're going to monitor the things that he has. Let's look at his thread. Currently on the ground in the nation's capital for the Justice for J6 rally, robust police presence in addition to plenty of dump trucks are on the scene. Big dump trucks. More police on the scene than pro-Trump rally goers as of now. 2 guys with far-right 3%er flags rolled through. Make sure you get B-roll footage of the crowd, a cameraman jokes to a large crowd of journalists. One problem, there are close to 0 rally goers. That was 46 minutes ago. So it seems that there are a few more people showing up here. We are still 30 minutes, 28 minutes from the official start of the event. So we'll see what happens, but already a couple of minor altercations, Capitol Police coming out to talk to some specific folks who seem to be really more in mental health crisis than rioting at this point in time. But in any case, if you're just joining us, we don't want a riot, okay? And just to remind everybody how much we don't want a riot, you'll see that today's coupon code is Please No Riot. Please No Riot. That's all one word, all lowercase. You can use that to sign up at joinpacman.com if you want to support the Rare Weekend stream or whatever you guys want to do. We do have that available. I do want to say a big thank you to our friend Lars Barenroth, who streams under the handle Deeper Shades of House, who just gifted 5 subs today. Really appreciate that. Also, thanks to Chaotic Stasis, Jen here has gifted 2, and that already puts us at 8. But we do have that code, Please No Riot, and that works at joinpacman.com. I can assure you folks, it works. I've tested it extensively. Have I had my coffee this morning? I did. In fact, I put a picture up. This was a really, really strong cup of coffee. You can see my name spelled correctly on the cup here, David. And our good friend Josh Perry, who we continue to wish the best in his recovery from brain surgery. Josh Perry coming in, sir, very, very strong. So everybody chiming in there. My bagel is gone. It's all happening. Oh, by the way, I got my hair fixed as well. I know a lot of people were very concerned that I got a bad haircut, and I did. I got a very, very bad haircut the other day, but I got it fixed yesterday, okay? So it's all fixed. David, this is like a fever dream. God help us. Yeah, I know. John McCormick coming in with a 500. What does anybody know what currency is this? This is, it's like a P with 3 lines through it. I've never seen that before. I think orange means it's roughly $20, but I appreciate that. BR Madden says, David, is it true you have magical powers? It is. Radical liberal Raphael Warnock says, I just got power and internet back after Hurricane Ida. This is the first stream I've been able to catch. Enjoy your channel. Glad to be back. Glad to have you back. Sir Man Dude Guy says, they are trying really hard to cope. They can't take the L. I know. And John Doe says, I saw people on Parler and the Great Awakening saying protest at local capitals instead of D.C. If anything happens in D.C., it's a false flag. False flag. Well, that is something. That is something, if that is the case. We will monitor it all closely. Thanks to Elon Musk for raiding us with a party of one. Always very interested in all raids. Let's take a listen to the sights and sounds at the rally in support of the Trump rioters. Let's hope there will be no riot. And you can use the code Please No Riot to get an immorally big discount at joinpacman.com. So it's all relatively calm right now. If anybody does have suggestions for additional streams that we should be looking at, let me know, because this is just one stream. This looks sort of like low-rent Secret Service that they have ready. Like, is there something a little bit kind of kayfabe about this? Are these guys LARPing? This looks like a very low-rent security, you know, these guys in the suits over here. It's really, the attendees are mostly journalists and security. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of like bootleg Secret Service, exactly. The crowd does seem to be building from the standpoint of people.
Yeah, we come and go.
All right, good. I like this stream. This is once again, this is a streamer named News to Share.
Everybody here is different.
Relatively small channel, 55,000 subscribers. We really appreciate this stream. This is the only reliable stream I've been able to find from the event. We're monitoring a couple of other streams, as you can see here. Many of them are completely useless. Newsmax still not covering it, and News 4 Nashville continuing not to cover it. Let's see if there's any other Justice for J6 streams. U.S. Capitol. Oh, let's see. This may be another one. Let's see. As many streams as we can find, the better. Let's mute this one and then check this one out here. Ah, very good. We have another stream now. Excellent. Okay, good. So we're building our arsenal here. This is just a compilation of feeds. Okay, good. All right, so we've added a second stream. Good. All right, I'm comfortable with this. I'm glad that that we have this. I want to say a huge thank you to John Atkins. John just signed up on my website using the coupon code Please No Riot and is new member number 9 today. We don't want a riot. Contrary to what like Don Jr. or anybody might be saying, we want things to be calm. I just want this to completely flop. That's really my desire. But just as a reminder, because we are here not wanting a riot, the code is Please No Riot. If you've been thinking of signing up on my website, today's a great day to do it. And the code Please No Riot. What that code does shouldn't even be legal, so I'm not going to say more. People wondering when this quote starts, that's a vague term, when it starts. But I think the speeches are scheduled for noon Eastern, which is just 21 minutes from now. And how long this is go on, I don't know. Let's see. Other super chats coming in. What number machine will go for 2 trillion? What number machine will go for like 2 trillion? I'm not sure I know what that means. Chakaseki says, hey, David, where is Liberal Cluck? I know, Liberal Cluck should be here streaming. Jordan Ewell from TYT will be on scene streaming. Okay, let's see. Jordan Ewell. Not getting any results for Jordan Ewell, but we'll keep looking. Boston Boy says, you're awesome, Dave. Let's hope for no violence. John McCormick with another 125. I guess I'm being told those are that's the Filipino currency. Switch Mitch says, excited to see that you and Dylan Burns will be having a conversation. Yes, I'm scheduled to co-stream. It'll be a joint stream with Dylan Burns. I think it's Wednesday evening. So that'll be really great. I hope people will be joining us. Adam checking in says, David, sir, good morning from Jacksonville, Florida. Much love from Brittany and Adam. Thanks, guys. Ironically, I'm currently disassembling my Lego Statue of Liberty set to put it back together while watching the stream. Is that a bad omen? Should I stop? Yeah. Sorry, I meant Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin is going to be streaming? What is the point of airing this rally? When does it become a platform to those intent on destroying democracy? This is. I mean, look, this is a referendum on, are these people going to continue bringing violence to DC? or have they been totally deflated? I find it newsworthy. I would be following this regardless, so I'm streaming it because I would be watching it myself, and why not? I want to say a big thank you to Weston Gettings, who just signed up on my website with the coupon code Please No Riot. That's today's code. Also, thanks to your mom's friend, as well as Donna Downey and M. Gwynny for signing up via Twitch. Appreciate that. This is officially starting at the top of the hour. We're monitoring 2 feeds. Let's take a quick listen. Okay, so not much happening there. Let's see. This is another boots on the ground stream.
There was also, I'll show you guys on the highlight video later, there was a guy with an electric guitar, and he was like rocking out like some Justice for J6 rock tunes on an electric guitar.
Yeah.
So Arsenal's leading Burnley. That's good news.
Okay, so I guess they're doing some soccer scores at this point. So we're going to keep watching it. I know the volume is low. I've boosted it as much as I can, unfortunately, on my end. And I don't know how much more I can do as far as that goes. Oh, you know what I might be able to do? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can just get let's see, volume master. Let me add volume master to see. Oh, I have it installed. Hold on a second. I thought I did. Yeah. Let's see if I can. Why is it not visible? I have the volume master extension, and for some reason, it's not actually showing up. Let's see if I remove it and then add it again. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right, so let's see if now that'll get us some more volume here. Let's test it. We'll go over here. Now we just lost the stream. Let's try this one.
Foreign news crews out here. Now, I will tell you that I rode the bike all the way up Capitol Hill and around.
It's a little bit better. I hope we didn't lose this feed. I hope the streamer didn't lose. There we go. I think that's better. I think when there's something to actually listen to, it's going to be much, much louder there. So I think that's good. Good idea there, guys. Uh-oh. Now the stream has ended. Oh, no. Did they get shut down? Do you guys think they got shut down? Because now this is back to the beginning. That's not good. Hopefully they restart their stream. Let's stand by. We do have this other feed for the time being, so we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully News to Share gets going again. What is this middle feed, I wonder? Because that one might be useful for us. Yeah, I'm not seeing. All right, we're going to keep watching. Hopefully News to Share restarts their stream. I don't know if they even know their stream has been shut down. Very good. All right, we're standing by. I want to say thanks to Landon Tanieri for signing up on my website with the code Please No Riot. Also, thanks to Blaine O'Kelly for the membership, Jose Guevarola, Aldrin Awe, and Jonathan Fest have all just signed up, putting us at 18. Appreciate that. Also, thanks over on Twitch to Chactor, as well as Lots of Jello, who just gifted 5 subs. That's 6, putting us at 24. Very much appreciate that. Let me read a couple of other super chats here. Where did we start here? Okay, his name is Hassan. Okay. Have you been following the Inspiration 4 civilian space mission? I have not. Does anything make you more depressed than a barista that doesn't know a cortado is 4 ounces? Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you go places, they're giving you 16-ounce cappuccinos, they're giving you 12-ounce cortados. It shouldn't even be legal. Should not even be legal. David, is the U.S. healthcare system broken in your mind? It's quite broken, yeah. Should we be afraid of a My Pillow fight? Absolutely. P with 3 lines is the Philippine peso. Thank you. David, sir, what's the deal with the U.S.'s almost fanatical obsession with individualism at the expense of social welfare? We've discussed that a lot. The U.S. is sort of unique in that sense. Oh, something's going on. Let's see.
I'll put on a yarmulke too. That'll like spice it up.
I'll put on a yarmulke too. That will spice it up. That's a direct quote from this event. Let's see if news to share seems to have been pulled. This was the best stream. It seems to have been pulled completely offline. We still have the Penguin 6 stream, and then we have this multi-stream. Newsmax pretending this isn't going on. I think this stream we can close out. Yep. If anybody else is aware, let's just do another search to see if there are other streams. We'll filter for live, of course. This seems to be a new stream coming online. Let's listen.
Share the video. You ready, Doc?
That one doesn't seem super reliable. Let's see. Here's another stream that we're going to be monitoring. Okay, good. So this is giving us some options. People saying Status Coup is streaming. Let's see. Jordan Sheridan. Status Coup. Not seeing it. Let's see /live. Not seeing a Status Coup stream right now, but we will monitor it. Guy under a tree with a laptop. All right, so things seem to be relatively calm for the time being. But we will continue watching it. Very good. Yeah, only about 13 minutes left until this is supposed to be getting started. Thanks to Backablast for signing up via Twitch. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Also, over on the website, people dumping in memberships really quickly. Just as a reminder, we have this code, please no riot. That's today's code. We don't want a riot here today, and we hope that there isn't one, but you can get a 70% discount off of a membership on my website with the code please no riot. I want to say thanks to Amir McCord, as well as Kevin Black, James Wormley, and Christopher Zamora, all for signing up there. Let's take a listen to what's happening.
Too many people. So a counter-protester just came in. But I think you can see how many people are media here. Up there is Falcon, Capitol, the U.S. Police, DC Police. It's rare that Falcon gets to fly over the Capitol.
It's mostly reporters right now. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
I don't know who's out there, but everybody's circling in this area.
All right. So all of these streams, we can hear the chopper in all of them, which is interesting. Let's see if News to Share has gone live again. No, it's really too bad. News to Share had like the best stream, and it just disappeared. It just got pulled offline, and we don't really know why. And then people told me Status Coup would be streaming, but I am not seeing any live stream. So again, if anybody has a specific stream they think that I should be monitoring, please let me know. There just seemed to be a little bit of commotion here. Let's listen.
So he's been taken away.
All right, it looks like we've had the first arrest. first of many.
What? Any idea what was... There was a anti-Trump protester screaming and starting fights with others. Well, not start, others were starting to turn into a fight. So the police took him out of the scene.
Wait, only the anti-Trump protester has been taken away so far?
Safety.
For his safety.
Yeah.
Trump merchandise presented very strongly here. Here we are near the stage. So we'll be monitoring that. And again, just a few minutes from the start of this. Here we are in the crowd. And then I think this is Will Johnson walking around here. So I'm being told News to Share hit their data limit, which is really too bad. I'm also being told that there is a Facebook stream of some kind. Let's see if we can close a few things here. So this one we don't need. I don't think Newsmax is going to cover it. Me having coffee is old news, so I think we can close that out. People are sending me a Facebook link on Twitch. You can't paste links. Maybe if you just describe the Facebook channel that's covering it, I can find it, because the links are not going to be able to be pasted there. I do want to say a huge thank you to Batty Addy for gifting 5 subs on Twitch. Also, thanks to Yo Samurai and B Money, numbers 35 and 36. Also, I want to remind you, we do have a 1 day. Today's the only day this code will work, other than forever, because we never cancel the codes. But we at least have to say this is 1 day only. Please No Riot is a code that works on my website. Inga Bowen just signed up. Alan Slacher and Flake Redmond all signing up on my website. Really appreciate everybody supporting the Rare Weekend stream. Let's see. Will Johnson is live in DC. Yeah, we have the Will Johnson stream. I think it's this one, right? Will Johnson. Yep. So let's listen into that feed. This is the stage.
I'm gonna try to do something here.
This is the stage up here.
Cover up my camera and keep the sunlight off of it.
All right, so there's Will Johnson. We'll just keep an eye on News to Share, but it really just seems like their stream is dead due to overuse of data. They went overboard from the standpoint of data. Status Quo does not seem to be live on the ground. Will Johnson is. I love the jogger just coming through. That's a nice touch. And here we are close to the front of the line. The event's scheduled to start right at the top of the hour, so we are monitoring all of it. Let me look at a few other super chats here. David, I hope we get a Geraldo Rivera opening Al Capone's vault vibes today. Yeah, I hope nothing happens. I hate how similar New Jersey's flag and Don't Tread on Me are. I've noticed that. I'm a retired U.S. Coast Guard veteran. Now I live in the Philippines watching you. Great job, my man. Thank you, John. News to Share is streaming. All right, let's see. Let's see if I go to /live. Yeah, I'm not able to find their stream. Let's see, Justice for J6. And then we look at live. Penguin we got. Will Johnson we've got. Let's see this one. The Black Conservative Preacher is apparently streaming. Okay, so we got that one. Here's one other stream. Yeah, a lot of these are just in this. You know, someone's going to have to. Oh, hold on. Now police are involved. Could we get a mic on this guy?
That's Chief Conti. That's the DC police chief, Chief Conti. And I think I don't know if he's negotiating, is he interviewing the cops, or if he's actually, they're trying to talk out some stuff, like, you guys try to keep away over here. Oops, sorry. Sorry.
someone's really going to have to make their way up to the stage at some point soon, because this is about to get started. Let's listen to this interview.
All of the messages, and I'm pretty sure that you've seen them, where they're telling people, don't go, don't go. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Have you seen anything like would cause people not to show up?
People don't believe in democracy at this point. It's a really sad thing to see when people are getting scared out of exercising their most basic and fundamental right to peacefully assemble, to protest, and to exercise their free speech. The fact that you guys didn't show up.
Oh boy.
Saying all these things like it's a trap, it's a...
Wow. So this guy seems to have fully bought in everything.
The Capitol, which you cannot open the doors unless somebody from the inside opens it. And why doesn't Pelosi want to release the 14,000 hours of tape that would show the...
Release the tapes.
Right. She wants a narrative because she thinks with this it will get her more votes for her party. Americans are waking up. They're seeing the truth. Okay? And whether you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, we're here together. We're not against each other. They are political prisoners. We support them.
Right. Right.
And God bless America.
All right, a message of peace and unity on this very, very special day. It looks like this stream is making its way up to the stage where things are supposed to get going momentarily. We'll take one more look to see if we have a stream from Status Quo. If not, I might just get away from it. Yeah, we can close this out. It doesn't look like Status Quo is streaming. So things are getting... Okay, and now we're very close to the stage, so I think we'll keep it here since we're just moments away from this, presumably from the start of this. I want to say thanks to people that are signing up on my website. I really appreciate your support today. Using the code PleaseNoRiot. Sean Mulvey has just signed up. So is Courtney Kemper. I want to say thanks to Larry Last Name, Haley Martinez, and Robert Morales, all of whom have signed up and putting us at 44 today. Also over on Twitch, Moog MT as well as Breezy have signed up. That puts us at 46. You see these kind of like fake Secret Service guys that are here at the front. There's a lot of LARPing and kayfabing happening, and I think soon something is going to start. What exactly? What is the program? We don't really know. But there will be, I believe, some kind of speech. Let's look at some other super chats coming in. Sir Man Dude says, all I hear is, wah. Exactly. Where is all the Biden merchandise? Yeah, I mean, if these are Democrats and Republicans, you'd think there'd be some Biden merchandise. Penguin 6 is live streaming. Yeah, that's one of our feeds. Actually, that's this feed. This is the Penguin 6 feed. Who were the expected speakers? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I've no idea whatsoever who's expected to speak here. Some kind of patriots, I guess. I don't know. We'll see pretty soon.
Hey, thank you for that donation. As you guys know, I don't use your donations. I don't need your donations, but I do spend your donations on the homeless. So
right.
If we see somebody who's hungry today, we're going to buy them lunch. Thank you very much. But please, I really don't need the money. And if you really want to help, you could probably just donate to your local charities too.
Yeah.
The guy in the kilt is Mustang Medic.
This guy should really be promoting the Please No Riot coupon code. I think it's a missed opportunity to really bridge live streaming elements, and I think that would be a really, really appropriate thing to do. Thanks to everybody who's watching on Twitch, by the way. We've really been making a big push there, and we're hoping to get our first 100,000 followers there soon. We're at, I think, about 86,000. I no word yet whether mango pricing will be a big topic today during the event, but we will monitor that. I would be curious if there are any denouncements of mango pricing up under Joe Biden. So we're going to monitor that really closely. I want to say thank you to Tamara Svoboda for signing up at joinpacman.com with the coupon code PleaseNoRiot. We've just lost Penguin 6 video briefly, but it came right back. Let's see who's closest to the stage right now.
We're here for the people that were thrown in prison that should not be in prison.
Right.
And we're not even here just for the people who are peacefully walking the Capitol. There are people outside the Capitol that stopped the police officers from murdering more people.
Oh my God.
They killed Roseanne Boyland in front of everyone. That's the reason why the police officer was dragged down the steps, because they killed Roseanne Boyland.
That's what we would call an alternative story about what took place on January 6th. Yeah. Let's see if we've got any new streams that have come online. Also, I want to see whether Zach Patrizio has added anything to his coverage, because he's on the ground there. Let's see what he's got going. Justice for J6 organized Matt Brainard approached the two guys with the far-right 3%er flags and told them they weren't allowed to fly them. Justice for J6 organizer Matt Brainard is being protected by a security guy with a singular AirPod. Yeah, so I guess this guy who we thought was low-rent Secret Service is actually the organizer. And this guy's got one AirPod, just in case there's anything he needs to hear there. Justice for J6 organizer Matt Brainard, asked by characters calling the event a setup, responds, "Do you see a setup?" while overlooking a field of few rallygoers. That's interesting. All right, so great work there by our friend Zach Patrizio down on the ground. Here we have a delegation of police coming through, and looks like something is getting going. It's all starting to feel like tension is building in a way that's not great. Police now kind of starting to move people around.
Oh, he's gone. And he's gone. So let's make our way back over this way. They got another bike unit going. I don't know who's playing music.
So it looks like another gentleman was taken away. That's, I mean, I don't know. We're reportedly very, I mean, the start is supposed to be now. The first speech is supposed to be now. And I just don't know. I mean, nobody's really near. Oh, I think this guy maybe is near the stage. I would love just a shot of the stage, quite frankly. But let's see if we've got any new streams right up at the stage. It's not exactly the most well-covered rally so far. Let's see if there's any new stream. It seems like the Penguin 6 stream is a pretty strong one. Black Conservative Preacher we've got going. Yeah, we've got most of these streams up and running. So hopefully one of them will kind of give us a sense of what's going on. Here's another individual reporting from the event. Very light turnout so far, as you guys can obviously see. I want to say thanks to Twisted Hawk Harry as well as Dimmy Bob for signing up and supporting via Twitch and Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. Also, over on the website, remember that we have a today-only coupon code. This is the code is please no riot. We don't want there to be a riot today. My ideal thing is this peters out in the next 15 minutes and we all go our separate ways and have a good weekend. That's my hope. We don't know if that will happen, but we do have this code, please no riot. You can use it on my website, joinpacman.com. Very easy to use. I want to say thanks to Laura Tambernino for using it. Kathy Faja has just signed up. Cricket Martin is a new member. So is Alicia Fauser and Sue Stanger, all signing up on my website, putting us at 55. Very much appreciate that. People asking if the National Guard was deployed. My understanding is that it has been deployed. Dark Pepsi says, older super chats to read when you get the chance. Yeah, we're trying to work through everything. John says, I live in Cebu, Philippines, mango capital of the world. Mango prices are stable. No worries, dude. Excellent. The FBI used to persecute actual activists like Fred Hampton and said they were terrorists. It bothers me that they're co-opting actual history. Sir, I've heard Diamond and Silk will be performing tunes from Hamilton on the main stage. Somehow I doubt that. Chakaseki says, I heard the impending Evergrande default in China may affect mango derivatives and mango mortgage swaps in America. Please advise. Yeah, I believe so. Forget mango pricing. What about tinfoil pricing? Yeah, tinfoil prices are off the charts. It's actually crazy what's going on. Reuters on Twitter. All right, let's look for that. Reuters Twitter. Let's see what Reuters on Twitter has. I might close this feed because that's not doing too much for us. Let's see. Oh, very good. Reuters has a feed. That's excellent. Are these the same? They seem to be two different feeds. Oh, no, that's just a clip. This is live. Maybe we'll just keep it right here. Okay, good. All right, good. Some of these streams maybe we can close. I think I'm going to close this one. Don't tread on me flag, a staple of these events. Okay. So we're keeping an eye on everything. This was scheduled to officially start about 7 minutes ago. It doesn't seem to have started quite yet. There's a lot of memorabilia and paraphernalia available there. And it looks like this is pretty close up to the stage.
You said you're not in support of it? Nah. What's your views on it then?
I'm good.
What do you mean?
No interviews, man. I'm good.
Now ain't gonna be no attacking today, hopefully, right? All Black Lives Matter, right? Just making sure, on all sides. All right, man, be safe, okay?
That guy clearly did not want to be interviewed. That was clear. So I think at this point it's clear there's more than 30 people, but it is really hard to tell how much of this is media and how much of it is faux security and how many of these are actual participants. I mean, would it be fair to say it's probably in the hundreds right now? I don't know. It's my instinct about what's going on here. I want to say thanks to Crazy Hawaiian in Pennsylvania, as well as TR Napsta for signing up and supporting via Twitch Prime. I very much appreciate that. Also, thanks to everybody who's been using the coupon code PleaseNoRiot. You can actually, the best way to support our stream, particularly weekend streams, is to sign up on joinpacman.com using this code PleaseNoRiot. Tremendous code. Heretofore unused code. Other super chats are just coming in very quickly. Organizers expected today to be a Tet offensive. They wanted Trumpers to attack local and state capitals, but it didn't work. I had not heard that. Hopefully nothing bad happens today. Not that I'm in defense of the MAGA sheep, but is a peaceful protest too much to ask? Did I see hackers took down the Texas Republican website and linked it to Planned Parenthood? No. David, a lot of big talk for today, but I'm calling bluff. Yeah, obviously, I hope that there's no that there is no riot. That's why the code is Please No Riot. I mean, that's the goal. I want to say thanks to David Gazdecki, who just signed up at joinpacman.com with the code Please No Riot. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to the schedule. It was supposed to start at noon, but so far it doesn't seem like it has. Let's look at the Reuters feed. They are right up at the stage. I've got the audio boosted as loud as it'll go. By the way, I think Billy Joel would be disgusted by the use of his music at this event. There's just no way. No way. Okay, so we're watching for the start of the speech. It should be any moment. And it's unclear what kind of statements they're going to make.
If you're going to support me, please do it in the link down here. And when it's people right up there.
So this guy seems to be near this guy, right? I think that's what's going on. This guy is standing to the side of this guy who's streaming right now as well.
The super chats, but if you want to really support me, yeah, support me right there. Support me right there, what you see. UnitedAmericaFirst.com/donate. Go there and support me there if you want to support me. And again, like I said, I do appreciate the super chats. I just got a feeling that YouTube is probably going to take this video down.
Oh, I don't know why they would do that.
Washington Monument. It's about 15 blocks from here. I put that up in my video yesterday. If you guys see that video yesterday, you can see that stuff. I have no idea who's going to speak.
Oh, I'm being told that the Reuters YouTube is something to look at. Let's take a look at that. See what we can find. Reuters. Is this one it? I think it is. Now, is this different? It's the same as this one. I'd rather have it on YouTube, though. So actually, that makes sense. Very good. All right, we're monitoring. Thank you to Tommy Garazzi for signing up at joinpacman.com. Also, thanks to DeMont Perry using that coupon code. Please no riot. Numbers 59 and 60 today. And lastly, thanks to Have One And, who subscribed via Twitch and says, David, sir, have you ever seen The Cat in the Hat? No, I mean, I've read it. I don't know that I'd use the word seen to describe it. Police standing, this guy in particular standing very strongly, and police seem far more prepared today than they were on January 6th. And any moment now, things expected to get going. We'll see if anybody... oh, this is up closer. What's even happening here?
Your counterpart, the black guy, what's his name? You're the white guy, he's the black guy.
He was too racist. We can't have racist people. Those
oh my God, did you guys get arrested for January 6th yet?
No, we're not going to. That's why we're out here.
Jessica got off everything.
Oh my God, it's the crazy one, Corinne. We got one of those types back in the Central Valley as well.
I'm told Dylan Burns is on the ground and live. Is that only Twitch? Let's see.
If it's true that time
I'll be on with Dylan on Wednesday, by the way. We've just got a short ad here. Heavy police presence. Oh, things are getting going.
I want to make sure that everybody got their wrists measured for the handcuffs when the FBI swoops in to take us all away. We all got our wrists measured, right, when we came in?
I've got the audio as high as I've got it boosted 600% with Volume Master.
Started here. Number one is that there are uniformed officers here who I demand that you respect, you're kind to, you're respectful to, and you're obedient to. They're here to keep us safe. We're counting on them to do that, and we know that they will. There's also many members of the media here. And I make the same request. I make the same request of them. You see somebody, a member of the media, be kind and respectful. They may ask you if you'd like to be interviewed. Now, if you're not used to this, I would recommend that you don't, because we've gotten a lot of misrepresentation. They're trying to say that this is a rally in support of the violent people who attacked and killed police officers on January 6th, and that is absolutely not what this is about. And that has been misrepresented continuously.
Tell us what it is.
No. Then what is it? So we condemn violence, political violence in all of its forms. We don't want any today, and we condemn the political violence that happened on January 6th. Anybody who engaged in that kind of violence or property destruction that day deserves to be tried with a speedy trial and found guilty, locked up for a long time. There's no argument from anybody on our side on this issue. This is about the many people who were there that day who have not been charged with violence, not been accused of assaulting a police officer, destroying property, and the disparate treatment they've received. This is about equal treatment under the law. This is about a public investigation into many of the things that happen that have not been investigated publicly or third-party oversight, especially the death of Ashley Babbitt.
Uh-oh. Now that has been investigated.
And this is about transparency, because we have a real issue with transparency in the aftermath of January 6th. Thousands and thousands of hours of videotape denied, not just from us, but from defense attorneys who need it. Mysterious investigations into Capitol Police officers' behavior, ambiguous press releases saying that some were sanctioned for something, but we're not going to say what it is. This is unheard of in police departments across the country, or if it's not, it should be. And it should be same here with the Capitol Police. So we condemn all violence, political violence. I'm demanding that you all are respectful and obedient to police officers today. In fact, I'd like to start off. Can we please have a round of applause for the many police officers who are here today? We respect
Wow.
you. We know you have a tough job.
What a guy.
We're not your enemy. God bless you all.
What a guy.
Now, what this protest is not about. It's not about President Trump. It's not about President Biden. It's not about the election. It's not about what you think happened with the election.
It's so weird. It's like the protest is not about anything. He's listed 10 things it's not about.
With a off-message flag, take it down. They were very respectful. They did that. I'm grateful. This is about justice and disparate treatment and equal treatment under the law. And I understand. I'm going to speak to the many people in the audience who look at us and say you're just Insurrection 2.0. I understand. I understand that you hate President Trump and everything about his administration. I get it. I get it. And I'm not here to argue with you about that, okay?
That doesn't mean you have to hate what we're standing for today. It doesn't mean you have to hate our cause and what we're representing. That hatred is blinding you to a grave injustice being perpetrated by our government against many of our fellow citizens.
This is like the Richard Wolff Destiny debate, where they spent the entire time listing what the debate was not about.
Here today doing the exact same thing. And so would our supporters. So we're going to have a prayer to start things off, and what's a very important part of this prayer
Naturally.
is when we're America First, we mean it. We start with a prayer, we do the pledge, we have the anthem. Included in this prayer,
Will the anthem be completely abortive?
our lives in the aftermath of January 6th, for the many people who died on January 6th. And that's extremely unfortunate. We regret that. That shouldn't happen. And they are close to our hearts and deep in our prayers. So we're going to open it with a prayer from my good friend Ned. Ned, why don't you come up here?
Do we do the prayer or do we silence it?
Good afternoon. I'd like a moment of silence for the Americans and the police officers that perished on J6. Please bow your heads and give them a couple minutes of silence and ask for God to bless them.
Couple minutes. During this moment of silence that they are holding, a confusing moment of silence, I want to say thank you to Abe Gilbert for signing up on my website. Thanks to Terry Sanders, Robert Peters, Kathy Gavel, and Laura Benevento, putting us at 66. We do have this code, please no riot today. We don't want a riot here. Also, thanks to Cavern Thistle for signing up via Twitch. JoinPacman.com is the place to do it. Welcome, everybody, if you're just joining us. We're monitoring a bunch of different streams, and it is a very, very strange event. So far, mostly discussing what the event is not about.
I pray for the police that are here, that they also return to their families tonight, unharmed and safe. And I pray for these United States, our leaders, our people. Dear God, help us as a nation and a people. Help us to overcome all of the differences that strike between us. Help us to live, to love, and to serve you as your servants, and to come together as one nation.
Is this still the prayer?
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Help us, dear Lord.
Let's see what Dylan Burns has got going.
Check on that. But the next night, when the Proud Boys were still active, the cops got in there and they got active.
All right. Well, we don't want to miss the main event for now, so we'll keep it here.
Find the grace and the strength. May they find the strength and the goodness and feel your love to overcome their hardships that they're now enduring. And may they have the rights that they are guaranteed under our constitutions. And I pray especially for the men and women of our armed services. May you watch over them, help them, and guide them. Hold them and their families in your hands and protect them as they protect us. Bless them and their families for the selfless acts they do in our time of
I've
need.
really got the audio boosted as much as I can.
Whatever God you believe in, amen.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen.
Yeah, and now we're going to have Ned lead us in the pledge. So, thank you.
Oh my God.
Okay. The Pledge of Allegiance.
Hold her up, brother. Hold her up. Hold her up.
That's your left hand, dude.
To the flag,
Did you guys see him put his left hand over? That was weird.
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Is this satire?
Amen. Thank you.
Now, this is a little bit of a different turnout than we had several months ago at the Department of Justice. Who here was at that rally? And I recognize
Police take notice. Who here was there?
the rally we had at the prison. A little bit of a bigger crowd. We actually have one person who was also here, or a couple that were also with us at the United Nations a few weeks ago. Can we hear from y'all? But you see the crowd now. And this is because of persistence. Our message is reaching our fellow American citizens. We already have poll numbers that show essentially half of the public believes that the government is holding political prisoners. That came from Rasmussen. And it's not...
Rasmussen is bogus, and most people probably didn't even understand the question.
In fact, yesterday, I had a wonderful interview, which is, you can see the full live stream, because I don't chop it up, but the full live stream up with my good new friend from MSNBC, Miss Yasmin. And after the interview, a guy who had watched the whole thing, I've never recognized before, came up and started to be rather critical of the line of questioning, saying that it was completely misrepresenting what this rally was about, that they can't paint every person hitting a police officer with a fire extinguisher or violence like that.
What is Miss Yasmin?
The people who walked in a few hours later not knowing what they're doing and are now domestic terrorists. They can't be painted with the same broad brush. And what was interesting to me is he said, look, I'm a liberal Democrat. This is about...
Is he referring to Miss Yasmin as she, or was this a camera guy now?
This is about civil rights. And I'm going to bring somebody up to say the pledge who's been persistent and consistent with us. She's been at all of our rallies. Miss Monk, will you please get up here, I'm sorry, and sing the National Anthem for her? She has a beautiful singing voice.
Uh-oh. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. Do we think is she going to be really good?
In prison, we also said a prayer for the many others incarcerated who have nothing to do with J6, who've been abused in the prison system, and I'm sure it's endemic everywhere. And this is an issue that should concern every moral human being. And it's something that concerns me, and I know many of the, or all of our Look Ahead America supporters here. And she is a champion for this cause here in D.C. She wasn't necessarily on her side politically, but she saw the treatment of those people on January 6th in the prison right now, particularly those who have not been charged with violence. And she's been a longtime advocate for the many people held in that prison. Really proud to have her joining forces with us. Mrs. Monk, please sing a beautiful national anthem like I know you can.
Then followed by Kimberly Guilfoyle.
I just want to first say thank you to Matt, and I don't just mean thank you for that interview or that introduction. I want to say thank you for the work that you are doing on behalf of American citizens who are over in that detention center right now. And I also want to let you know, for everybody thinks that your voice doesn't matter, that you can't do anything. Well, me and a small group of people like Matt have been fighting since April.
Wouldn't it be I and a small group?
To get awareness to not only these inmates for January 6th, but the torment that is going on in our detention center due to the COVID protocols. They are force vaccinating people. They are coercing people by keeping them in solitary confinement.
This is the woman from the Wendy's hamburgers, right?
We fought. We called Congress. We wrote letters. We went on interviews. And I got we got four members of Congress to go knock on the door. They were turned away by the fascists who run that prison.
I'd rather her talk about whether American cheese is really cheese.
You could do it too. Never give up your ability and your voice to make a difference. This country is for all of us. It's for all of us Americans on the right and on the left. Everyone
This is the introduction to the national anthem.
who believes that freedom still lives under that flag I'm going to sing about right now.
Hold on, before you do that, remember.
The green shirt movement.
I am Brian Moshtar. I am master of the universe, God.
Okay.
I am telling you this.
Oh my God.
The quantum is mine. Do not forget this. Brian Moshtar, my wife.
We had at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare, the bombs bursting.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, it could have been worse, right? Real quick, as we wait for them to get the feedback where we can see it, I can't tell you how thankful I am of all the people signing up on my website. We have this code, Please No Riot. People using it include Timothy Driggers, Ramon Palmquist, Amanda Love, Kathleen Capola Eratostheny, Roy Branford, William Buhner, and Maureen Murphy, putting us at 74. I really appreciate that, as well as everybody signing up via Twitch. I don't know why we are not up at the front. We're going to look for a feed that tells us exactly what's happening at the front. Although none of these feeds... Oh, here we go. What's happening? This Will Johnson feed continues to be cut. Ruptly has the best feed on YouTube. Let's see.
To personally thank Matt for organizing this day today, which, take a look around. Do you see an insurrection? Who watched the news this week? Who read the media? Who is terrified to come here? You know, shame on the people in the system that put fear in the hearts of American citizens to stay home and to not come out. Many whom have called me and messaged me begging and pleading for me to stay home because they fear for my life and my freedom. What kind of America has this become when people are afraid to come out and protest?
The best damn country in the world.
This is a peaceful protest, and before I present some information to you later on, I would like to introduce one of the family members of the detainees in D.C. jail who is right now, as we speak, being held in solitary confinement. Her name is Kelly. She's the girlfriend of Jonathan Mellis. I would like to bring her to the stage. Kelly. And she's going to read a letter. So everybody please welcome Kelly.
Okay.
Thank you for your bravery. Thank you for coming today to stand up for the First Amendment and human rights across the country. I'm here for Jonathan Mellis, but I'm going to read another letter that was written by somebody's mother who actually shares a wall with John.
So she's going to read not her letter, but a letter written by someone else.
Well, John's in solitary confinement, and he has been for no reason. That's a whole story. But last night for dinner, they were served 4 pieces of white bread, a cookie, and a packet of tartar sauce. According to them, that's a nutritious meal, and they violated their own rule book on multiple occasions. So I think America needs to become very well versed in the treatment of these men. It's human rights that we're talking about, and it's completely nonpartisan.
They suddenly seem to care about jail conditions.
Dear Matt Brainerd, I just got off the phone after speaking to my son. He's a January 6th detainee in the gulag of D.C. Over the months, I have heard of the horrors these U.S. citizens and
As soon as the pro-Trump people are in jail, suddenly they're gulags. Have you guys noticed that?
more indignities forced upon them. He told me he's not allowed to shave or cut his hair. It's been 7 months now with no shave or haircut. As a veteran, he is supposed to be meeting with a veteran representative weekly. He has yet to meet with one. How can our country treat its
Supposedly the pickles used in the tartar sauce are half sours. They're not even dills.
I am quickly losing all confidence in our great nation. Initially, he was granted bail, redacted, only to have it overruled by a judge in D.C. This judge made a statement that she wants all federal judges to be hard on the insurrectionists. How is this allowed?
The crowd is not super engaged, as you guys can see.
Lost his job, lost friends, family is in the process of losing his home. He's denied visits from family. His jailers treat these men like scum. There's absolutely no presumption of innocence.
It's funny because I would generally agree with some of the general critiques they're now making of the prison system, but they only now care. Whereas all this other time, it's like, let these people rot.
I would like to see such treatment in the United States. I've watched some of your rallies and wish I could afford to attend. I know that you sometimes read letters by family members. If you should happen to read this letter, please don't reveal his name. I don't want any retaliation to be given to him. Thank you for all of your efforts, and please keep up the good fight. Sincerely, a concerned mother.
Wow. Most people not even clapping.
Next up, I'm going to introduce Jeff Zink. He's the father of one of the political persecuted, one of the political detainees, and I can't imagine what it would feel like to be a parent and have a child in prison right now being held in solitary confinement with no bail, thinking that you brought this kid up in America where there's a constitution and there's due process, and now your son or your daughter is being...
I want to say thanks to Cody Schumacher for signing up on my website. Thanks to Eric Booth, as well as Richard McFarland, all using the code Please No Riot as we continue on here in DC.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are y'all doing? Good. First and foremost, I want to tell you that I was here on January 6th. I condemned the violence. I condemned the things that took place that were not American, not patriotic. This America is about peaceful protest, and that's what I expect all of us to do as well. So why are we here?
I don't know.
It seems that this place has decided, and the government has decided to start suppressing American citizens, their First Amendment rights. They can't speak out. It's times like
What's he talking about?
that good men and women need to stand up that are called by God. What happened on January 6th? I can give you a first-hand account. We, the people, came to hear a message. What we came to do is to go and peacefully let our voices be heard. As Matt said earlier, this is not about Trump. This is not about Democrat or Republican.
I still don't understand what this is about. It's not about supporting the rioters. It's not about Trump. It's not partisan. It's not violent. It's not like what is this about?
Violent. We must bring light to what is happening to the prison. Chase police officers down the hall.
What the heck? This is the Ruptly feed everybody wanted, and it's been good, but now they've cut to something else. Let's see what this is.
For the Senate chamber and threaten the members. You're a traitor to democracy. You are the worst of the worst. You believe in a fascist form of government. If you don't, where if you don't like the Trump, just come down and tear the place down. Threaten to hang elected members of Congress. That's who they are.
This is a counter-protester, it sounds like?
What it's about today, it's about changing the narrative. Because they have a loser argument. And the loser argument, hundreds of hours of video and photographs and recordings that they took. They were proud of what they did. Don't forget, they're patriots. They're being hoisted with their own petard, as they said. So now, with no argument, they're left to come down here and try to get us to believe that they're felons, they're traitors, they're domestic terrorists, are patriots.
Let's see what else we have going on. This is Reuters now.
On the corners, that they were not allowed to see, he was not allowed to see his attorney or his family.
Uh-oh, it's this lady again. Oh, no.
As many days as 5 without shaving or showering.
I actually think they should stop filming this lady.
Video.
Cool. Thanks. Hey, where are you from? You from? Oh, I appreciate you.
Man, this is really a mess.
Oh, they're going out.
Hey, George.
Start standing up. We need to start saying no more.
Everyone back up a little bit. Please, back up.
Have the police created? Are the police kind of encircling someone they want people staying away from? I don't even get what's happening. This is all wacky. This stream keeps cutting, so we're gonna actually cut it. Here's the black conservative preacher still streaming from close to the front. It's all kind of falling apart. Here's Dylan Burns. Looks like he's now been able to get sort of close to the action.
7.
This government wants to keep us silent. They want us out of the way. I will not be one of those that are going to be silent. I am not going to be afraid.
That's not good.
I will not bow down. My name is Jeff Zink, and it's time for people like you to stand up and start talking for these people. Thank you.
Jeff Zink, woo!
Thank you so much, Jeff. So we had another guest. She was unable to make it. A crazy story. Her name is Nicole Rippett. And
Rippett?
She was flying here. She was detained at the airport, brought to her hotel room. Her computer was trashed by the FBI, and she was unable to attend.
What?
So I don't know. Do the math. I just found that out. It's crazy. She was supposed to be guest speaker. Her computer was trashed by the FBI.
Yeah, it was a conspiracy.
Okay.
Hillary
You
did
can't
it.
make this stuff up, guys. The FBI came to my house twice for peacefully protesting at the Capitol. I was nowhere near the building, and I've been terrorized twice by the FBI, and that's left an indelible mark on my mind, and it makes me want to fight harder for the other people that are being persecuted.
It seems that it's caused her to now have delusions of grandeur, actually.
I'm going to read read Nicole's letter, that she had to write and send us via text message.
A lot of letters, huh?
Because it's now in possession of the FBI. She said, my husband, political prisoner, 376782, is named Guy Reffitt. He was arrested for rhetoric and charged with a thought crime. He has been held in solitary for over 48 hours at a time.
He's been charged with a thought crime. What?
Without representation.
Uh-oh. Is Dylan... let's hope Dylan's not over his bandwidth limit.
Or safety. He is deemed an extremist, a domestic terrorist.
Extremist.
Hell, we are all, if you listen to the media, but for what? A political ideology? And even with all that, I consider us blessed. Guy gets to have his day in court. Ashley Babbitt and Roseanne Boyland, who we will talk about later, did not get that chance. Say their names. Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boyland. Ashley Babbitt,
What the
Roseanne
hell?
Boyland.
This is a really shit chat.
Let me say a few other names of actual American heroes, people signing up on my website. Thanks to Christian Bear, as well as Janet Dollar, Leah Howard, and Jamie McNee. Everybody who I just named, and we say their names today, just grabbed a membership on my website using the coupon code Please No Riot. I encourage you to do the same. I also want to say thanks to Jay Tandaway for gifting 5 subs and Too Damn Lucky. This puts us at 86, and that's a much stronger number than I've heard presented so far by any of these speakers.
is doing nothing but tampering with the potential jury pool and perpetrating fear when in reality, the only thing to fear is being complacent.
See, if you're not charged with murder,
But they, the mainstream media, the corrupt politicians,
Is this Dylan's real-time commentary on top of it?
our own nation's capital to exercise a First Amendment right that was promised by our forefathers and criminalized by the current administration. But we, the people, will not be afraid. Whether it is 1776 or 1621, we are people. We, the people, are the guardians of our own sovereignty, not the government. Not the mainstream
This guy does not like the volume.
But we, the people.
This guy's
We,
not
the
having a
people,
fun
have
time.
been lied to about leaving our fellow Americans in Afghanistan. We have been lied to about our national security, our border, and even our health. And that they're lying about our patriots rotting in D.C. jail without due process. We are being used as examples.
I'm told that the News 2 stream feed is back or something like that. Justice for J6. Let's see if we can find that, because that was a good stream before they got cut off. We'll filter by live. Where is it? I'm not actually seeing it. I mean, we have quite a few feeds already. Oh, News to Share. They are back. Let's see. We'll see what's going on. In the meantime,
Guy came to D.C. for a redress of his grievances like hundreds of thousands of others that day, which is the right of all Americans. But the simple truth is that it's only your right if your ideology falls in line with that of the status quo. That is not what our forefathers and others have given up their all for. Okay? We the people will not be intimidated. We will not retreat. We the people will not leave our patriots to waste away in jail without a voice, without liberty. Give it up for the letter from Nicole Prophet, who unfortunately...
next they'll be reading some letters from Ernest Hemingway written during his time in Cuba.
Because her computer was taken by the FBI and she's now on a no-fly list for coming to D.C. to peacefully protest and to speak on behalf of her loved one who is in D.C. prison. Let them go! Let them go! Let them go! Let them go! Okay, guys, so I'm going to dedicate this speech. I'm going to try to make my speech fast. I had a lot of stuff to say, but you know what? Go to
Hold on a second. She hasn't started her speech yet?
.us or www.thepeoplesjanuary6commission.com if you want to find out some truth that I've been investigating. I now consider myself an investigative journalist, and I'm asking you in the mainstream media to listen to what I'm saying, because stuff that the government has told you that you have been reporting, and I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you didn't know, has been inaccurate. As we all know, there was one death that day, a homicide that day, and that was Ashley Babbitt. But there was another woman that day that the media said died of a methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine. This is an interesting super chat. This is white privilege on steroids. The redhead singing the national anthem was interviewed by Jordan Klepper. That's interesting.
I have uncovered video, and like I said, go to my website.
Did she say a Corvid video or a carpet video?
Show you the video. I'll give you the link to the video of Roseanne Boylan being beaten severely as she lay unconscious on Capitol steps by a Metro DC police officer who I have identified, and I know her name, and if you want to go on my website, you can find that out. Okay, so Roseanne Boylan's...
Next up, the bald guy is going to tase himself just to show how patriotic he is.
Media. There is video of police brutality. I back the blue. I support the police. But when a police officer does wrong, that police officer needs to be held accountable. And amen. And all the other police that are here today need to agree with me on that an investigation needs to be held.
It's interesting because the opening was, this is not about defending the rioters, but like every letter and every speech is just defending the rioters.
The 4 deaths that day that they say were natural causes, and we have reason to believe to ask for an investigation that perhaps they were not. Again, go on my website and see video on that. I have one last message, and I'm going to direct this to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, who made a statement to the mainstream media that people should not come to this rally today and support killers. To Nancy Pelosi, I hope you're watching, or that someone sends you this video. I want to address you directly. We're both women, we're both U.S. citizens, and we both have the same...
How does she know that?
It's protected under the same Constitution. How dare you tell me or other Americans that love their country not to attend a peaceful protest to advocate against the abuses being perpetrated on U.S. citizens for the events of January 6th. I take personal offense, and so does everybody here.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't even know what this lady's talking about.
Perpetrated on U.S. citizens for the events of January 6th.
Good photo.
I take personal offense, and so does everybody here. You have attacked the...
All right, let's see if we can get back to actually hearing her talk.
We're both women, we're both U.S. citizens, and we both
This
have
one's
the
on a
same
delay.
unalienable rights protected under the same Constitution. How dare you tell me or other Americans that love their country not to attend a peaceful protest to advocate against the abuses being perpetrated on U.S. citizens for the events of January 6th. I take personal offense, and so does everybody here.
Okay.
You have attacked the rally that I'm co-hosting. You are directly responsible for stripping away the constitutional rights of millions of American citizens that do care and want to stand up and attend this rally, but you fear-mongered them into not coming. How could you be so heartless to desecrate our First Amendment constitutionally protected right to peacefully assemble?
People asking who this is, I have no idea. She's been going for a while, reading various letters and correspondence from different people.
You have abused your platform to contaminate the jury pool by calling the January 6th detainees killers. And
Uh-oh. All right, so that feed's in trouble.
People, please stop dividing and distracting us. We have more in common than we have different. According to you, we should be enemies. My website is up, and my name is Kara Cashner. Please follow me on social media so that we...
Oh, and so that's Kara Keshner, is that what she said?
We're natural causes, so you can find out the name of the police officer who...
Okay, now this feed's got it.
all the information on all the 4 deaths that they said were natural causes, so you can find out the name of the police officer who beat Roseanne Boylan as she lay on the Capitol steps unconscious. We have the video, and there's other video under court order that cannot be released to the public that people have seen, where it clearly shows that a DC Metro police officer beating her senseless. And there's patriots being charged in prison right now for trying to help her and trying to get the police officers off of her. That is why they're being held right now in DC prison. The website...
And God help the waiter that brings her overcooked veal parmesan.
US or www.thepeoplesjanuary6thcommission.com. My name is Kara Keshnova. If you want to see the video, please talk to me after the rally. I have no problem showing it to you. Thank you, Matt Brainerd. This is a peaceful, amazing event, just like he said it would be on the news. A lot of times you guys refuse to report on. Peaceful protest, everybody. Not insurrection part 2, sorry. Thank you so much, Matt, for all you do.
By saying this is not the second insurrection, they are conceding that the January 6th one was an insurrection.
Fact to follow. And I thank God every day that we found each other and that she has the courage to stand up and do what she did. She did it all on her own. She just woke up one day and saw an injustice and acted. And any one of you can do the same.
This is definitely a
I want to
cringe
make a little
stream.
reminder. We've got a wonderful security force. The Capitol Police and the other police forces who come far and wide to make sure this is a safe event are doing a fantastic job. Let's have another round of applause.
Keep clapping for the cops, yeah.
I know it's hot out here. I know this is the last thing they want to be doing today, but they're doing their duty. We're proud of them and we're grateful. But I want you to also know that you have a role in the security here too. If you see any funny business, anything suspicious, all of you have a television studio right on your pocket. Take it out, record it, and if somebody's causing trouble, they're going to have a bad time. We're going to make them famous, okay? So I appreciate your cooperation in that.
Is this guy a feta male, like feta cheese? I want to say thank you to Kathy Marsh for signing up on my website. H. Thomas is a new member. Luis Chavez has signed up, and Efrain Perez as well. I can't thank everybody enough for supporting today's stream. We do have this coupon code, We Want No Riot. So the code is Please No Riot. You can use it on my website, joinpacman.com. The discount is ungodly. I'm not even going to say how big it is because this guy will come after me. But I do appreciate everybody who's been using it.
Political leadership has advised them not to participate in our rallies today. Now, I read the Constitution. I think maybe you read the same Constitution I did. My understanding is...
I don't know. A lot of these people are confused about what's in it. I'm wondering if they've read a different one.
In congressional districts, they're supposed to work for us and represent us. That we're their bosses, right? Who is their boss? And I think that some of them have forgotten that. Some of them seem to be more afraid of the political leadership up there than they are of their constituencies. And I mean that in an entirely peaceful way. But you guys, when you go back to your states...
I've got the volume as high as it goes, guys.
...rallies we have coming up in the next couple of weeks.
We're here to talk to them.
Okay, they've cut away again, so now we'll try to find another feed.
Hey, can we come and speak to the crowd? So first, I'd like to introduce a brave patriot. He's an entrepreneur, a businessman. He started a trucking company down...
Okay. See if we can refresh this one. This was actually a good feed while it was going.
.us or www.
Oof, they're like 20 minutes behind, so that's not going to work. This one's over. Let's see the Dylan Burns feed.
They have to ask. So first, I want to introduce Georgia. Mike, please come up here.
Oh my God!
What?
Thank you. Now, before I start, I've got a couple things I want to make perfectly clear, okay?
I got no beef with no president. I'm a real patriot.
Especially the violence that was perpetrated on January.
This is quite a contrast.
They commit violence here today. Those who committed violent acts should be tried in a court.
Okay. God bless America.
And if convicted,
okay, so give me
Okay, let's get away from that. I mean, that just seems not good. I don't even know.
They reached out to me and said, "Hey, can we come and speak to the crowd?" So first, I'd like to introduce a brave patriot. He's an entrepreneur, a businessman. He started a trucking company down in Georgia. He's very brave to be here today because I know that his text messages and emails and voicemails all full of people telling him not to come. It's a false flag because somebody who only exists on the internet told him it was. But they didn't listen. Instead, they recognized the problem and they decided they have to ask. So first,
wow, I'm curious who this guy is.
Collins from Georgia. Mike, please come up here.
Thank you. Now, before I start, I've got a couple things that I want to
He has some letters to read.
I strongly condemn political violence in any form,
oh, God.
especially the violence that was perpetrated on January the 6th, or anybody who may commit violence here today. Those who committed violent acts should be tried.
What a mess. Yeah, that's the problem with that feed. It keeps going out. And a lot of these feeds are just kind of not at the main stage. Let's listen here. Okay, not a lot happening there.
Not to use them or law enforcement to advance an agenda.
This is all pretty weird.
That debate.
I don't want to pretend to know
okay.
who's innocent and who's guilty.
When people say Fox has the feed, is that the Fox News YouTube channel? I would look for that. Let's see.
Mike sound. Chat, is it good?
Is it good, chat? Can you hear me, chat?
You can hear me now, chat, right?
I'm not seeing a live feed.
Yeah, Dylan Burns. Hey, hold the thing. You love my stuff?
Stream, yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So why'd you come here?
Just to see what's up. I mean, I haven't really ever been to one before, and I just wanted to see what's up and take pictures of all the dogs. I got all the dogs, so.
You like the dogs? Are you here for the dogs?
The dogs are the protests, you know. Yeah.
So two types of bitches.
Oh, okay. This one's got a feed. Here we go.
It's just not true. What we do have, we have political prisoners here. And the media, well, they're the biggest ally for the left. They want you to believe that, well, this is just another conspiracy theory. But the facts, I'm going to tell you what, the facts are clear. We've got non-violent misdemeanor offenders that are currently being held with no bond, no access to lawyers. And
It's funny how suddenly they're concerned about overuse of pretrial detention.
See trial until next year. I tell you what, you won't find an example of that from Minneapolis or from when this nation's capital was on fire in the summer of 2020. I tell you what, the American people are not stupid. We can see it with our own eyes, the difference in the treatment from our federal government because of someone's political beliefs. And that's regardless of how the news media tries to spin it or what they tell you. Y'all, I'm Mike Collins.
Real king of the hill energy.
And I urge, no, I demand that the federal government begin trying those accused, the J6 political prisoners, being detained immediately, especially those being held for nonviolent crimes. Thank you.
Wow, that was abruptly ended.
Quite a speech. Let's have another round from Mike.
Keep clapping for people. This is people asking for the Reuters feed. This is the Reuters feed. It's not great. The feeds are going in and out from being good to being not so good. So we'll do what we can.
Camera, I had someone share with me that the reason the riot police moved into position as I was walking up here.
Okay, so that's terrible. Let's now switch here.
I couldn't help but have a deep felt respect. This is a man who served our country for 20 years overseas on 11 combat deployments in the Special Forces. And he made the ultimate sacrifice, I think.
That guy's being arrested, it looks like. He's at least getting a talking to. Providing ID. Sir, am I being detained? Looks like we may have an arrest happening here. What's this guy doing? What's he? Anybody know what he's holding above his head? Okay.
Had in common with those I went to war with was that we are all Americans. Our political leaders, they didn't think twice about sending us off on useless, endless wars that were of no gain. But all of us joined, all of us fought, many of us died, many of us still carry the scars from war for one reason. We believe in this country, we believe in that flag, we believe in everything that it stands for. And when there is an injustice done to any of our brothers and sisters, our fellow citizens, when their constitutional rights are taken, if we do not speak out against that, we are guilty of standing by and watching those rights erode. Make no mistake, what governments...
It's like really still not clear what the point of this is. Are they saying that the people that are being held for rioting on the 6th are being held unfairly, that the prison system's a problem, the legal, like these aren't things they cared about before, but they're defending the sort of strange people to defend. I'd be going after, you know, if this was your issue, I'd be talking about like the nonviolent drug offenders, for example.
Did not happen here in America, but that is running off the rails right now because too many Americans just think that it's not their business. I'm not part of that political party, so I'll let those guys get detained and have their due process denied. That's not the way this works.
Yeah, this rally is a violation of HIPAA and a violation of critical race theory.
Call your elected officials, call your representatives, show up at every single rally that Look Ahead America is having for these political prisoners. Be their voice, because it's not even just about them. It's about our forefathers who gave us these rights, who fought the revolution. It's about every single veteran who's ever deployed overseas, who's ever been killed. It's for everyone in Arlington National Cemetery. And it's for all these law enforcement officers, too. The law enforcement officers are on the front
front lines every single day defending.
I'll check Matt Brainerd's stream in a second. It seems as though so far we're missing any references to hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin. Let's see, Matt Brainerd. Let's see. He seems to be here. We'll check out his stream.
All of them that are here today, I'm extremely grateful for all of them that were present on January 6th. They are not our enemies. Our enemies are those that will deny people of their constitutional rights and then take a narrative that labels all of us as terrorists or insurrectionists for just questioning.
Uh-oh. I'm being told DC police are clamping down and arresting everybody who used the code Please No Riot. Everybody who's been using the code apparently is getting pulled into a paddy wagon. Rhonda Larity has been arrested. Diana Lee has been pulled in. Thomas Levanway. Don Mass. Kelly Danzig. Mary DeAngelis. Sharon Mayer. Michelle Restucci. Laura Castro. Karen Ranftel. And Gio Williams. People are getting pulled in for using the code, which I encourage you to use, by the way, at joinpacman.com. In all seriousness, Please No Riot. It's a great code. Lawyer up. Lawyer up.
Hey, Robert, we ready to start rolling pictures and stuff?
Uh-oh.
Okay. So I want to show you guys...
People are being unfairly held without bail for using my coupon code.
Just give us A. Let's see A on the screen. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that quite from the sunlight. It looks like the picture's a little cropped. But that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Uh-oh.
Leading... No, do not boo her. No. We're not booing people today, okay? We're not booing people. But that is her insurrection, right?
Today they're not booing people.
Interfering with government business, trespassing, parading. Let's see the next picture. B, let's go to B, Robert.
The screen's lower than like people who are 6 feet tall. It's weird screen placement.
This man has not been accused of destruction of property. He has been accused of dressing horribly, I think. It's a matter of opinion. But what he did that day, and if anybody did anything similar, does not deserve 9 months in solitary confinement. Without conviction. No conviction. 9 months in prison. Denied bail. Denied medical care. He is suffering. In fact, his mother was going to come speak to us today, but she was intimidated out of her First Amendment rights, out of fear, out of all the fear-mongering surrounding this. So, all of you are out here for her because she could not be out here. Let's go to the next, let's go to C, because this is kind of the point.
Whoa.
Let's go to C.
I guess we're building to the point of the rally soon.
I'm sorry, let's go to B2, Robert. Let's go to B2.
B2, Robert!
Now, I put that up there because I showed you one picture, I showed you the second picture, and the truth is it's the same picture. It's people exercising their First Amendment rights in the wrong way. And I admit it's stupid, and I admit there should be a penalty to it. I support it. The thing is that historically, at the Kavanaugh hearings, where people were arrested over and over again for storming the Senate office,
Kavanaugh?
stormed the hearings. They were arrested, bailed out, went back and did the same thing that day, over and over again. It's the same picture. Now, Robert, let's see C.
It's the office.
I know, because it's a meme.
What the hell?
Joke. Forgive me if that one went over anybody's head. A and B, AOC, and our shaman friend. It's the same picture. They're doing the same thing, engaging the same behavior, but very different outcome. Why? Not because of what they did, but because of what they believe. That is unconstitutional, that is immoral, and that's what makes them political prisoners. So let's go to image C, please. Now, whenever I've been interviewed lately, the media always likes to run this footage next to me of the most violent moments of the rallies, of the protest on January 6th, even though I expressly say anybody engaged in violence belongs in prison.
He's about to put up my coupon code and call it illegal.
Violence activity, assault, or destruction of property. They always run the B-roll next to me because that's how disingenuous they are. That's just how they operate, right? Can't do anything about it, really. But that's pretty much, those are the people we're talking about. These are folks who are assembled in statuary tall, being peaceful. Now, Robert, let's see image D, please.
Right now. So those are people illegally assembled in that building being rounded up by police officers with zip ties. They were all released that day and fined between $35 and $50. Now, the message I'm trying to send here is that this disparate treatment that I seem to have to explain to every reporter like 6 or 7 times, they don't seem to get it. So maybe some pictures will help them, because I know that everybody that showed up here on behalf of LAA, you all understand this. This is real.
Yeah, if people want mercy bans, the moderators can start handing them out if people need it.
Again, this image is from a hearing room, interfering with government business. This is the same thing that the political prisoners have been charged with. If they've had the FBI break into their house, it's not the individual agent's fault, really. It's their orders and the political leadership back behind me and at the Department of Justice. But those people are having their doors kicked in and being rounded up in the middle of the night and dragged to Washington, D.C., denied bail, have their lives destroyed, losing their homes, losing their jobs, some cases losing their marriages because of the stress of it all. These people did exactly the same thing, released that day. No one called it insurrection. Media barely reported on it, and when they did report on it, it was favorably.
So he's droning on. Let's see what Dylan Burns is up to.
Under Trump's presidency. There were a few very small, slightly targeted ones, and they were very specific and targeted, unlike the one Biden did, where they killed a bunch of aid workers and children.
Wasn't like Trump's first foreign attack killed an American girl?
Uh-oh, man, Dylan's having trouble keeping the stream up smoothly.
Not that I recall. I know it was in
Yemen.
Oh,
There's Americans with the Taliban in Afghanistan too, I'm sure. Just like there was, that British girl who went off to be a Taliban bride. It's like, gee, I mean.
You mean the nicest bride?
Yeah, well, whatever. But yeah, I mean, there are people that are going to make those choices.
So if it's totally plausible that Americans are working with foreign enemies,
I'd love to hear this, but we keep it seems like there's a problem. Let's see if we can set the quality really low and see if it'll stay up.
Chinese plant here.
2009, where we had 2 million people, a sea of humanity from one end to the other of this place. I was here several times a year later. I was down here surrounding the Capitol when they rammed Obamacare through. I've been down here.
They rammed it through over a year and a half.
Dozens of things over the last 12 years, and I think my activities of the last 12 years speak for themselves.
It sounds like a great way for China to start attacking the integrity of the American people.
Well, again, I've never advocated for anything but the support and defense of the Constitution. And unfortunately, our Constitution has been thrown away. As long as these guys are held without bail and without charge, America doesn't exist.
2 months ago,
the Constitution is not being upheld, supported, or defended by our government.
They were arrested and released that day.
So then where are we if America doesn't exist?
We're about 2 years from China taking over once the dollar collapses.
We're 2 years from China taking over, so you think that Biden's going to deliver us to China?
Well, look what he's done to our military so far. He's demoralized them, and now by forcing the mark of the beast on them, it's like how many of them are going to quit instead?
Oof. Yeah, this guy's delusional.
There's genetic mutation stabs that don't prevent.
Oh my God.
Well, none of those things meet the definition of a vaccine. Vaccine has a definition. These are mRNA therapies.
This guy knows so much. He knows about geopolitics. He knows about religion. He knows about vaccines.
When you need to join the military, you need to get 1 million vaccines, like most military members.
Well, those are for known diseases and stuff that they did, and again,
COVID a known disease.
Well, they haven't done any of the proper research on any of it. This is a disease that came out of a Chinese bioweapons facility. It's been proven to be 99.97% survivable, just like the flu is.
That's a lie.
That still means almost 700,000 Americans dead, though.
No, I would say 80% of those people.
We all get vaccinated for the flu, and unless people die of the flu every year, they go.
Yeah, if you're 70 to 90, I would say you're at risk. But it's but right now, 7 times more teenage males have been hospitalized with cardiac complications from these genetic mutation shots that have been hospitalized with
That's
COVID.
A lie too.
Yeah. So how safe is that?
I don't know, man. You're convincing me.
Okay, we're going to get away from that. Let's look now at the video they're playing at the main screen.
A little older. I remember there was an allegation of religious text being flushed down a toilet in Guantanamo Bay. Yes. Now, that was a story for weeks.
And it was covered despite the fact that the media knew that it would result in violent reaction in Iraq and elsewhere against our troops and get our troops killed. They knew that, but they still put it out there. They still put it out there, God bless them. Now, I just wish they would have the same fortitude when it comes to demanding the release of these 14,000 hours of videotape. It seems like the kind of thing the media would be curious about.
Release the tapes!
Seems like they should be our allies. I mean, most FOIA requests are filed by journalists.
This entire
and they need
release the tapes thing is now something they repeat without even really knowing like what they're talking about. And if the quote tapes were quote released, they wouldn't even know what to do with them or what to look for in the tapes. Like it's just, you know, they don't even know what they're talking about.
I want to get everybody out here safely, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to applaud you for a moment because it took real courage to come out here today.
All right, let's see if we can get a slightly wider shot of what's happening.
Now, I just wish they would have the same fortitude when it comes to
This one's very delayed.
come out here today. You have my respect, and I also am eternally grateful to each of you for trusting me. Because I was the one that told you to come out here. I was the one that told you get here safely. It wasn't a false flag. And so many voices on the left called you killers and slandered you. And so many of the, I called them armchair patriots on the right, said this is a false flag attack and that you shouldn't come. And my inbox is full. I constantly hear from people, you should call it off. Don't do it. But you stood up, you withstood that. And look, this is about a very important cause, but it's also broadly about something much more important because the political leadership in this country, it's a dirty secret, okay? When you're upset about a political problem, and you're angry, they actually want you to do what happened on January 6th. They want violence from us.
Who's he talking about? I've been saying, I mean, look, my code is please no riot. We've been saying, I hope there is no violence for 2 months now.
The law, they can deal with you very easily, as you've seen. They send the FBI after you go into the gulag. Especially if you're guilty, you deserve it.
The gulag.
But that's what they want, because it's easy to deal with the political opposition that's violent. But what's the lesson that we've learned from people like Gandhi, or Martin Luther King, or the civil rights movement in this country? I'll tell you what terrifies them. This is what terrifies them. A peaceful assembly of the America First right. We're operating within the law. We respect the Constitution. We love the First Amendment.
Is this the guy from that video game Hitman?
We have a very difficult job. When we show up at school board meetings and use our First Amendment rights, when we educate our state legislators, when we come to Washington and demand justice, peacefully, orderly, this is what terrifies them.
That's right.
This is why they didn't want you to come. But we're not going to be stopped. Peaceful community organizing.
It's not clear they're doing anything. It's funny to be like, they won't stop us. What are you doing? You haven't even explained what you're doing.
And I know that many here, many watching are upset about the election. I understand it. I'm upset too. But the reaction that we saw on January 6th, it was stupid, it was wrong. And what I'm asking you, you know, anger is dangerous. Anger gets turned inward, it's self-destructive. And it spills out and becomes destructive in the world. What I'm asking you to do is to take your anger and channel it into something productive. And to channel it into working as a volunteer with Look Ahead America or Citizens Against Political Persecution. Work within the law, work peacefully. Do not give up on our Constitution. Do not give up on our country. Do not give up on voting. Do not give up on petitioning our governments. Give it to Look Ahead America. Help us make this a better country. Help us save this country. Help us fix our election system. Help us get justice. Help us get our schools to respect our history and our founders. Sign up with us. Volunteer with us.
Is he actually winding down?
Put you to work, and it will be difficult. Difficult to stand outside a Costco for 30 minutes or for 3 hours in the hot sun to register new voters. That's difficult, especially when they constantly kick us out. And if anybody knows the CEO of Costco, I like to chat with him because we're doing God's work. They should be nice to us. Those are our people at Costco. It's hard to register voters. It's hard to write letters. It's hard to come out on a day. It's easy to sit behind a computer and type and spread disinformation and fear. That's easy. Coming out here is hard, and you will forever have my respect for coming out here today. You will forever have my gratitude. And if you ever happen to catch me out in the civilian world, tap me on the shoulder, I owe you a beer.
The civilian world.
Not today, though. Not over once, please. My wife will kill me. So look, may God bless you. And before we go again, I can't emphasize this enough because these guys are trying to portray us as standing up for killers and people who assaulted police officers. We hate that.
Well, that's what you're doing.
Anybody who's ever done anything like that does not belong in this movement. It's condemned by Look Ahead America. We condemn it, we condemn it, we condemn it. But this is about disparate treatment of the nonviolent people. This is about the lack of transparency. This is about the great cause that Kara said indicated that there may have been additional victims that day, and we need transparency. We need that video. Release the video. Let's get a cheer going. Maybe the journalists will join in with this, because this is First Amendment stuff, right? Come on, journalists. Release
Get ready for cringe.
the video. Release the video. Release the video. Release the video. It's a First Amendment thing, folks. Don't worry. Yasmin, if you start cheering with us, I won't tell your boss we won't get you fired for cheering with us.
Yeah.
So,
what do we
I wanna
do?
bring things to a
That's the
close.
chant. What do we demand? We don't know. When do we want it? Now.
Guys that are out here today, you know, they're doing their best to do their job. They're ordered here by political leadership who, I appreciate everyone keeping us safe today. I'm a little bit of overkill, but look, I respect it. Hey, I'm in the business of community organizing, okay? That's
The
what-
guy says the presence of the police isn't necessary, but he brought in like 10 people to protect him.
But setting up and keeping us all safe, no, that's not my area of expertise. I really respect the people who came out. The Capitol Police have done a wonderful job communicating with us, letting us know. I want to thank, I actually would like to thank the individual officers by name, but that will always get them in trouble. So they know who they are, the ones who've been talking to, and this team you've been working with. You have our eternal gratitude and respect. So let's have a round for all the police officers out here today, from Virginia, from Maryland, I think they flew in a SWAT team from Puerto Rico. They were so worried about us. And I want to give us some exit instructions, okay?
Uh-oh.
So DC is historically a pretty dangerous city. What I'm asking you to do is, I want you to leave. We're going to play exit music, and my good new friend Robert knows what we're going to play on exit.
Oh boy.
On your way out, give a smile and a wave to any cop you see, okay? Just give them a smile, wave, tell them we appreciate their service. Any journalists, just smile, but keep on walking. But stay in groups, at least until you get out of the District of Columbia, because believe it or not, unlike other rallies, I take your safety personally. It's my personal responsibility, and I'm going to be the last one to leave here
delusional.
along with my security team. So the sooner you get out of here, the sooner I can get out of here, and we're going to do this again someday, and we're going to keep fighting.
Hopefully not soon.
Battle doesn't end today. In fact, I think this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the America First right taking over community organizing in this country. I'm so proud of you I could cry. I'm so proud of you all.
There's like no one there. They've accomplished nothing, and they've not even outlined what they want.
So, God bless you all. Leave in large groups. If you see somebody walking out alone, say, hey, why don't you come with us? At least since you're out of the District of Columbia. And I want you to stay safe. And look, again, you had to ignore a lot of people that told you not to come today. You heard it from everywhere. But I want you to go back out there and tell them that we're not giving up on this. We're not giving up on protest culture. We're not giving up on petitioning our government. We're not giving up on the First Amendment. And we're not going to be tempted by the dark voices saying that apathy and even violence are the only answers. We reject that. And you go back home and you told them you came today.
Delusions and conspiracy theories seem to be another answer.
Anybody that told you that this was a false flag attack or a trap or anything like that, remember their names and never trust them again. God bless you all. America first, America forever.
Wow.
Now go home, please. Thank you.
That escalated quickly. So now is the point at which, if it's going to get violent, it will, and we're going to monitor it. I do want to continue thanking people signing up on my website. Thanks to David Hill, Diana Lee, and Santu Nikkanen, all of whom just signed up on my website using the coupon code Please No Riot. We're hoping for no riot. Also over on Twitch, Tough Guy Ted, as well as Tylen, Fino, a WebTX, Lord Neckbeard, the Gaming Dad, have all signed up. Very much appreciate that. This event is now, who knows what the direction is going to be of this event. You can sign up at joinpacman.com, of course, and that coupon code, it will be done today. Please no riot. Let's listen.
Definitely black security force.
Oh, this is Lauren Windsor, I think.
Dumb question.
She just asked, why are the security people mostly black?
Nope. I have no response to that.
What do you expect? Is it predominantly
additional support?
Everybody that's traveling today.
Okay, these questions. If I answer during the speech, just put the speech.
Is Mr. Trump aware about today, man?
I have no idea.
Are you just supporting?
Oh, this I have to hear in the audio just cut. These questions, this is great. But the audio seems to have been cut. Let's see if anyone else is covering the questions. No. Oh, why did the audio go away? That is really sad. This is his YouTube channel. And the questions are so triggering. His own YouTube channel has cut the audio. I wish one of these other channels was covering this. This is too far to hear. This isn't anywhere close. Here's Dylan Burns. Man, that's really too bad. I would have loved to have heard those questions because they seemed so he seemed extremely triggered by them. Wow. That's really too bad. I'm almost positive that was Lauren Windsor from The Undercurrent asking why are the security people mostly black today? Is Lauren Windsor streaming live? Let's see. Lauren Windsor live. Let's see here. The Undercurrent. Let's see. Yeah, she's not live. That's too bad. Yeah, they've cut the feed.
Yeah, didn't he?
Hunter's rich. He does coke, not crack.
Yes.
I mean,
and also I'd be planning the downfall of America, right?
I don't know about that. Did they find that on the secret laptop?
I think they found that on a secret laptop.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Anyway, you from chat?
What's chat?
You're from chat, like the stream chat?
Like I have a chat. I have a group chat with my mom in it.
Okay, man. Do you know me from somewhere?
Know who? You? Are you famous?
Wait, so how do you know I got wrecked in that debate earlier?
You got just totally destroyed in that debate. That's all I know, though.
Are you like in my walls watching me at night? Like, how do you know? How do you?
This is weird.
Around.
Oh, he was hovering around. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were in
wanted
chat.
To talk to him too.
Oh my God, I thought you were from chat. I was confused. I thought you were about to stab me. Oh my God.
Yeah.
My God, what did you think of that guy?
Oh, I thought he was totally based.
He's very based and very red-pilled.
I don't know what the flags mean, but yeah.
Ooh, I can't think of anything cringier than that conversation right there.
We pay income tax. Some of us up to 40%. You know, that's not right. That's criminal as it is. That's unconstitutional. And if the lawmakers don't get it together, we're going to do it again. Nice talking to you.
Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon. Thank you. All right. Well, that was some opinions. I don't know what this one says. How far off is Trump from reveal?
They misspelled Reichstag. A lot of misspelled signs, huh? Wow.
Windsor.
Looks like things are just winding down.
It actually looks like there's...
Oh God, don't tell me it got cut again. That's really too bad. I really wish this feed had the audio, but the Matt Brainerd people have cut it. That's too bad. Oh wait, NTD. Let's see if we can get NTD live. They're about to interview him. NTD live. Doesn't seem like they're actually live though. Nope, that's too bad. Very, very strange. This is the counter protest, I guess. Let's listen
I don't
here.
know if people can hear you though. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear him. Yeah. So this is the side of the Capitol where everything was set up for the inauguration, correct? Or is that the other side?
Yeah, that wasn't an inauguration.
No, but before the inauguration, they had scaffolding.
Okay.
But there's no accountability.
They're not black slavers.
Oh, now Dylan Burns seems to be talking to black conservative preacher.
Slavery was worldwide. It was everywhere.
Because you're black doesn't mean anything.
That's another good point. Slavery was a worldwide mediocrity, okay? It was normal back then. Obviously, it's not okay, but to bring that up 200 years later and say this is a reason for people to fight against each other, it makes no sense. It's over. We're all... No, I'm not saying... I'm agreeing with you.
What part of Africa are you a descendant of?
Ethiopia.
And which part of Ethiopia?
Mekelle, Ethiopia.
So in Mekelle, the Tigrayans, they're in a big civil war. What's your position on that?
I don't really... I'm in the...
Going on in Tigray. I mean, you've been adopted. Your family were what, missionaries?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm an African immigrant by assimilated. My allegiance is to America and only America. What happens there is...
It looks like the audio's back here. He's telling everybody to go home. Security guy checking his watch.
There's hope. There's hope. There's hope somewhere. There's hope. I bet you'd say that. I bet you'd
This has really strange energy to me. I don't know. It's everything about it's weird. All right, Matt Brainerd now on the move.
You got your detail. You can get out of here whenever you want. All right. Let me say that gets you mic. I know a lot of folks want a picture. I know a lot of folks want a picture. Yeah.
It's funny. A good job doing what? Like, it's not even clear what the whole point of this was. Great job.
Next week, I think. I could be mistaken if we don't. Just stay in touch. I'll help you out.
I want to say thanks to Darren Gross, who just signed up on my website with the coupon code Please No Riot. Please No Riot. Appreciate that very much. Thanks to everybody, in fact, who's been supporting today's stream.
Oh, those you?
Yeah.
That's Medea Benjamin. She's been on my show before.
So, my partner who's here somewhere, some people, we talk somewhere.
Oh my God.
Some people just held a sign, got the $50 posted for it.
Take a picture.
Yeah, that's Medea Benjamin. She's from Code Pink. This is crazy. Why does she? Yeah, I don't know why she wants a picture with him. It's all weird. All of this is completely incoherent. Like, I don't even get what is happening here.
I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay.
Okay, this stream's done. This stream's done. The streams are slowly all winding down. All right, guys, I don't think my ears can take too much more of it. So I think that this is basically going to be the end of the stream. I appreciate everybody who joined me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody who signed up and supported. Make sure you're following us on Twitch. We're trying to get to 100,000 followers. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1.5 million subscribers. We're going to be back very soon. There is a Trump rally next Saturday, which I will almost certainly cover, but even between now and then, we'll be covering press briefings and all sorts of different things. So thanks to everybody for joining me. I'm glad there was no riot, at least as far as we can tell. Good sirs and ma'ams, we will see you all very, very soon.